Why do some people grow wealthy without flashy cars or working overtime? Their secret isn't luck. It's a silent, smart strategy. In this video, discover 5 powerful methods for building wealth behind the scenes. No showing off, no judgment. This isn't about getting rich quick. It's about making sustainable decisions that grant you true financial freedom. If you're in your 40s or 50s and ready for your money to serve your life, not run it, your journey begins right here. 1. Automate your finances. In the complex financial landscape of midlife, pressures mount from every direction. Rising expenses, children's education, and the looming reality of retirement. Amid this intensity, active day-to-day money management can feel like another exhausting chore. Fortunately, there is a powerful yet elegantly simple solution that requires no constant vigilance or superhuman discipline: financial automation. This practice is not just a convenience. It is a strategic framework for building lasting wealth by systematically overcoming our own human limitations. At its core, financial automation is the practice of creating systems where your income is allocated to its designated purposes the moment it arrives. Before you even have a chance to spend it, a portion is automatically directed to savings, another to investments, like low-cost index funds, and another to cover essential bills. The system runs on autopilot, making consistent, rational financial decisions on your behalf. Its primary genius lies in its ability to bypass our greatest financial obstacle, ourselves. It neutralizes the universal tendencies toward procrastination, emotional spending, and the "I'll start next month" mindset that silently sabotage so many financial goals. This system fosters a form of quiet, invisible wealth building. With no fanfare or drastic lifestyle changes, your net worth grows steadily in the background. By setting up recurring monthly investments, even modest amounts, and automatic transfers to a high-yield savings account, you harness the power of compounding over time. This consistent, disciplined approach builds a significant nest egg without requiring you to time the market, chase risky ventures, or fall for get-rich-quick schemes. The system works tirelessly, even when your motivation wanes. Perhaps the most profound benefit of automation is the liberation of mental energy. Once your financial foundation is secured by an automated system, you are free from the constant low-grade anxiety of managing every dollar. This newfound freedom allows you to redirect your focus toward what truly matters: your health, your family, your career, and your personal passions. It replaces financial stress with a quiet confidence, knowing that your long-term goals are being consistently addressed without your daily intervention. For those navigating their 50s and beyond, the time for financial trial and error narrows. Every decision carries more weight. Automation provides the consistency needed to make these years count. It is the understanding that wealth is rarely the result of a single brilliant move, but the product of small, intelligent actions repeated relentlessly over time. Financial automation is the quiet engine that drives this process, creating a pathway to stability, security, and true financial freedom.
2. Live below your means. One of the most common financial traps that many people in midlife fall into is lifestyle inflation. As income increases, so does spending. A new car, a bigger house, more subscriptions, fancier restaurants. These purchases often feel like well-deserved rewards, but gradually they erode the very wealth you're working so hard to build. In contrast, those who build lasting, sustainable wealth often do one thing differently. They live below their means, and they do it strategically. Instead of spending every dollar they earn, they allocate only about 70 to 80% of their income for expenses, while the rest is consistently directed toward investing, debt repayment, or long-term savings. This isn't about deprivation, it's about prioritizing what truly matters and cutting out the noise. Living below your means also frees you from the silent competition with neighbors, coworkers, and friends. In a society where success is often measured by material displays, luxury vacations, designer brands, the latest gadgets, choosing simplicity may go unnoticed, but financially it sets you apart. True wealth is built quietly, not under spotlights or camera flashes. Spending less than you earn creates a financial buffer, a safety net that protects you when life throws a curveball, job loss, unexpected medical bills, or a turbulent market. Instead of spiraling into debt or panic, you're equipped to respond calmly and maintain stability. More importantly, this strategy allows you to put money into long-term income-generating assets like index funds, rental properties, or tax-advantaged retirement accounts. These may not offer instant gratification, but over 5, 10, or 20 years, they become the foundation for true financial freedom. Living below your means also puts you in control of emotional spending habits. You're less likely to be swayed by advertising, consumer trends, or impulsive choices. Every dollar you spend is intentional. And that clarity doesn't just benefit your bank account. It simplifies your life. It gives you peace of mind. In your 40s and 50s, when stability and long-term security take priority, managing your expenses wisely becomes more than just good advice. It's a necessity. You'll no longer be stuck living paycheck to paycheck. You'll escape the constant anxiety of credit card debt. Most importantly, you'll be able to live on your own terms, free from external expectations. Here's the truth. You don't need to double your income to live better. You simply need to spend smarter with what you already earn. That alone can accelerate your path to financial independence and bring a deep sense of calm, a priceless feeling in the second half of life. Remember, living simply doesn't mean going without. It means choosing with intention. You don't need everything. You just need the right things that serve the life you're building. And by doing so, you're actually moving faster, even if the world thinks you're standing still.
3. Leverage income-producing assets. There's a great paradox in midlife. As your financial resources potentially grow, your most finite asset, time, begins to feel increasingly scarce. The relentless pace of a decades-long career, coupled with the growing needs of family and the quiet reminders of your own mortality, shifts your perspective. Every hour spent with loved ones, in rest or in self-care, becomes profoundly valuable. Many assume that reclaiming this time requires a financial sacrifice. The truth, however, is the opposite. This is precisely the moment to leverage a powerful financial engine, passive income, the art of making your money work for you. Passive income fundamentally recalibrates the wealth equation. It is the income you earn without trading your active daily hours for it. While the traditional model ties earnings directly to labor, passive income decouples them. The most proven streams flow from assets you own, not tasks you perform. This includes dividends from a well-chosen stock portfolio, representing your share in the profits of successful companies. It encompasses the steady cash flow from rental properties, which serve a fundamental human need. For those who prefer a hands-off approach, real estate investment trusts, REITs, offer a way to earn from real estate at scale, while stable bond portfolios generate predictable interest. These assets don't demand your daily presence. They work tirelessly in the background. The most transformative benefit is the liberation of your calendar. While others are trading evenings and weekends for overtime pay, your capital is working overtime on your behalf. This freedom is not about laziness, it's about intention. It's the ability to attend your child's afternoon school event without guilt, to take a spontaneous trip with your partner, or to simply have the mental space to breathe and think beyond the next deadline. You transition from a life of obligation, driven by the need to work to survive, to a life of intention, where you can live to enjoy what you've built. It shifts your entire relationship with work and time, granting you control over both. Furthermore, true passive income fosters a philosophy of quiet wealth.
In an age of social media posturing, this strategy runs countercurrent. It doesn't require broadcasting your success through luxury cars or exotic vacations. Its power is subtle and internal. The real wealth is not the visible lifestyle, but the invisible safety net, the quiet, consistent river of cash flow that replenishes your accounts each month. This provides a profound sense of security that no external validation can match. It is the peace of mind knowing that should a crisis arise or your primary job disappear, your financial foundation will hold firm. Building this engine, however, is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It demands patience, diligence, and strategic foresight. It requires the initial discipline to accumulate capital for investment, the wisdom to select quality assets, and the commitment to think in terms of decades, not days. But once this system is meticulously constructed, the psychological payoff is immense. The chronic stress of monthly financial uncertainty is replaced by a calm confidence. You are no longer just a participant in your financial life. You are its architect. For those navigating their 50s, passive income is more than a financial tactic. It is a cornerstone of a resilient and fulfilling life. It is crucial for a secure retirement, providing a layer of income independent of Social Security or finite savings. It offers the flexibility to pursue work you love, not just work you need. It is the definitive strategy for creating a life that is not just financially stable, but deeply and quietly free.
Hack 4. Grow your financial knowledge. By the time many people reach midlife, they've made it halfway through their career, but still feel like they haven't quite figured money out. Income may be decent, but that persistent sense of insecurity and financial unease lingers. And a big reason why? Financial literacy was never truly prioritized. Most of us were taught how to earn money, but very few were taught how to manage it or grow it. Instead of getting trapped in the spending spiral, thinking you deserve a new gadget, a nicer car, or an expensive vacation because of your hard work, flip the script. Invest in financial knowledge. Read books, listen to podcasts, follow credible investment experts. Learn the basics of budgeting, compound interest, and how to evaluate a mutual fund. These simple steps can take you much farther financially than working longer hours ever will. The most obvious benefit? The more you understand money, the better you know how to make it work smarter. You'll learn the difference between assets and liabilities. You'll grasp why long-term investing often beats short-term speculation. You'll start to recognize when to spend and when to hold back, without letting emotions or clever advertising steer your choices. Even more importantly, you don't need a finance degree, a risky startup, or an economics background to build wealth. Just understanding the fundamentals already puts you ahead of most people still living paycheck to paycheck, earning more but spending just as fast. While they're trying to keep up with expenses, you're already managing your cash flow, making strategic investments, and planning for a safer future. Growing your financial knowledge also gives you a rare and powerful kind of confidence, one that doesn't come from the size of your bank account, but from clarity. When you truly understand how money works, you're no longer shaken by market volatility. You're not swayed by unproven investment trends, nor are you tempted by too-good-to-be-true get-rich-quick schemes. Knowledge protects you from common financial traps, like spending to impress others, taking on debt for consumption, or investing in things you don't fully understand. Mistakes like these don't just slow your progress, they can take years to recover from, both financially and emotionally. So instead of increasing your spending every time your income goes up, increase your understanding. Instead of chasing the illusion of success, build real success from the inside out, starting with how you manage your money. With a solid foundation of knowledge, every financial decision becomes clearer, more effective, and far less risky. And here's the best part. Financial knowledge never goes out of style, and it's never taxed. Once you've learned how to manage your finances well, that knowledge stays with you for life, guiding you toward better decisions for yourself, your family, and even the generations that follow. It's an intangible asset, but one with deeply tangible, lasting value. If you're in your 40s or 50s and ready to move from just getting by to true financial mastery, the first step isn't to spend more, it's to learn more. And once you understand how money truly works, you won't have to work harder for it because you'll finally know how to make it work harder for you.
Hack 5. Turn financial goals into systems. For many people navigating midlife, the landscape of their financial dreams, early retirement, a vacation home, a future free from financial worry, often appears distant and unchanged year after year. They possess the ambition but see little progress. The common assumption is a lack of discipline, but the true culprit is a misplaced reliance on a notoriously fickle ally, motivation. Motivation is a powerful spark, but it is not a sustainable flame. It ebbs and flows with our energy levels, our daily stresses, and the chaotic rhythm of life. Lasting financial success, therefore, is rarely built on the shifting sands of inspiration. It is built on the bedrock of systems. The fundamental flaw of a motivation-driven approach is its emotional core. When you feel inspired, you might meticulously track expenses or research investment funds. But when you're overwhelmed or tired, those intentions crumble and old habits resurface. This cycle of progress and regression is exhausting and demoralizing. Successful wealth builders understand this human frailty. Instead of waiting for the right mood to strike, they architect an automated financial ecosystem that functions independently of their emotional state. They transform their broad goals into a series of small, concrete, and repeatable actions that are locked into a fixed schedule. What does this system look like in practice? It's an interconnected network of automated financial tasks. Imagine this. Every payday, without any manual intervention, 15% of your income is automatically transferred to a diversified retirement account. Another 10% is channeled into a low-cost index fund, leveraging the power of dollar-cost averaging. Simultaneously, an automated payment clears your credit card balance in full, preventing high-interest debt, while an extra sum is sent to your mortgage principal, accelerating your path to ownership. Each action is a small, almost unnoticeable cog, but together they form a powerful, silent engine driving you toward wealth. This process removes you, your moods, your forgetfulness, your temptations from the equation. The most profound benefit of this approach is the liberation from decision fatigue. The mental energy once spent debating, should I save more this month, or is now a good time to invest, is reclaimed. The system handles the mechanics, freeing you from the constant burden of financial micromanagement. This creates an environment of effortless discipline, where progress is the default setting. Consequently, financial anxiety diminishes, replaced by a quiet confidence that your future is being secured in the background, even on your busiest or most uninspired days. This leads to the cultivation of what can be called quiet wealth. It's a form of success that isn't broadcast through flashy purchases or a lavish lifestyle. It's an internal, unshakable security. It's the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a growing foundation of assets, shielded from both market volatility and your own emotional whims. This is the kind of wealth that provides true freedom. The freedom to weather emergencies, to change careers, or to simply live with less fear and more presence. It is a strength that others may only recognize years down the road, long after you've already achieved the financial independence you once only dreamed of. Getting rich doesn't require a daily surge of superhuman motivation. It requires the intelligent design of a simple, effective system that works for you. By shifting your focus from trying harder to building smarter, you create a powerful, self-sustaining path to financial freedom. Steadily, quietly, and automatically, your system will carry you toward your goals, allowing you to invest your most valuable assets, your time and energy, into living a life that truly matters. Remember, True financial freedom is built in silence, not with loud displays. It comes from the 5 strategic choices you've just learned: automating, investing wisely, and prioritizing systems over willpower. These steps create a stable, abundant future on your terms. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe for more content. Your journey to lasting wealth starts with one smart decision, and you've just made it by being here.